go live because I said I would be doing that more. So if you are new here, hi. Anchor for more than 20 years in live and scripted broadcasting. So I have tons of experience. I know I don't look it right. I am 43 years old, and last year, when I was 42, I big chopped my hair for the first time because I had never seen my natural curl pattern. And my mom relaxed my hair when I was 5 years old for the very first time. And I liked how my hair looked all silky straight or whatever, but over the years with over processing, using a curling iron, my mom not really knowing how to take care of my hair, and me experimenting, trying to take care of my hair and doing at-home relaxers and treatments and things, my hair was in various states of disrepair for a while until I found like new stylists and regularly went to those hair appointments. Anyway, my hair grew pretty long, even in its relaxed state, but I had never seen my natural hair. My mom never let me get braids when I was growing up. One, we didn't have knotless braids back then, and I think she was more concerned about how much pain it might cause me to get braids for the very first time. And then also the removal, and her hair texture is totally different from mine, so she had no idea how to take care of my hair. So anyway, I say all that to say, I now get braids whenever I want because, well, I'm a grown woman, but also because I have the speed braider of speed braiders. Her name is Diamond. I go to Diamond Beauty Solutions in Decatur, Georgia. I found her on Instagram like 2.5 years, maybe even longer ago, and I've been going to her ever since. She and her sister China are these dynamic 20-somethings business women. They are entrepreneurs, and I love them, and they are speed braiders. These are medium knotless waist length, I guess. I'm gonna turn to the back so y'all can see. And these took them, I hold my head straight so you can see exactly how they are. I've already started cutting, by the way. I've had these since the very end of September, the very, very end of September. But it's time to take them out because tomorrow I'm going to see my natural hair, curly hair specialist, Kendra, who I will introduce you to soon. Oh, I forgot to mention that. I've done several episodes that feature Diamond and China from Diamond Beauty Solutions here in the Atlanta area. They're in Decatur, Georgia. Hello, person who just joined. Hi, it's nice to have you here. My name is Melissa, and I just decided to do a spontaneous live tonight of me taking out my braids in real time. Anyway, so I kind of got started before I came here. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So tomorrow I have an appointment with my curly hair specialist. That appointment isn't until the afternoon, but I also have Soul Cycle early in the morning. I know. So I need to make sure that I have removed my braids and then thoroughly like wash my hair and stuff before I go see Kendra, because I need to like get any knots and kinks and things out before I go see her. And I'm likely, very likely, hoping I get color tomorrow because I don't really care about the, what do they call them? Wisdom highlights. That's what one of my old stylists when I lived in New York. That is something, by the way, that nobody prepares you for. When you are a news anchor and you're like climbing your way up the ranks, I always had the desire to work for CNN, my former employer. And I knew one day I was either going to be living in New York or LA or Atlanta someday. And I'm so glad it is Atlanta. I love Atlanta. I love the way I'm able to thrive here with my family, my husband, our son, the little community that we have. It's great. I love Atlanta. I love Atlanta. And I've been here now for 11 years. But what I was going to say is, in pursuit of these jobs, being a news anchor, or moving through the ranks, even if you're just, I don't know I put air quotes around it, a reporter, you are moving to all these different cities. And you have to think about that. When you're relocating every couple of years or so, or even every 5 years, however often it is, you are essentially having to start your life all over again. You're not just like starting a new job. You're not just moving into a new apartment or buying a new house or selling an old house. God forbid if you have kids, you're having to like get them in new school districts, make new parent friends. Like it's just the whole thing. But even when you're alone, it's challenging because you're having to find all your new things again. So your dentist, your hairstylist, your church, if those are things that you subscribe to, just think of that. Rebuilding your life in every single city you go to. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Why is anybody saying anything? Because I don't see any chit chat. How do I get the chit chat going on? Chat filter. Why does it say top? Oh, I want to see all the messages. I want to see, I think I just changed the settings. Will somebody, anybody who's in here, just give me a wave or something so I know I'm not alone? Anybody? Welcome. Okay, I just read that, so why are you keep telling me that? Oh, somebody just sent me a little, that was nice, thank you, I appreciate that. But it's not showing any kind of like messages on the screen, and normally there's something going on. I know there are only 4 of y'all here, and I appreciate you. Okay, let's get to what I said I was gonna be doing today. So needless to say, now that I have made the decision to get to know, hi, Cringe Life 4278, I appreciate you joining. But now that I've gotten to know my natural hair texture by taking that big leap off of a cliff, oh my gosh, somebody gifted me a gem. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I think that's my first 5 gems. I don't even know what those do. That's how I'm showing my age right now. I'm an elder millennial. She's an elder millennial, honey. But ever since I took that big leap of getting the big chop, I feel liberated, but I mean, that means I can do whatever I want with my hair. Now, my hair is very sturdy. My hair is thriving in its natural state. I just also really love braids because they're easy, especially as a very busy mom and someone who is running multiple media properties, which I cannot wait to like introduce those to the masses when they are ready. And I am so glad that being laid off in 2022 is and continues to be a catalyst for me diving back into my own creativity, even though there are moments when I am doubting myself and my own ability. I persevere because we have to, right? And we are going through such a tumultuous time. That is the understatement of the hour in our society and just with everything that's happening. And I'm actually really glad that I don't do news every day anymore because I mentally could not handle that anymore. Okay, so I say all that to say, these braids have been in my head for 4.5, almost 5 weeks. Typically, I won't leave braids in for longer than 4 weeks just because I love my natural hair, plus just for the health of my scalp and everything, and the health of my hair and the growth and the growth retention and all of that. So, since I'm getting my natural hair taken care of tomorrow and hopefully dyed, and I don't know how well y'all can see the color here. I already cut one out. Don't be mad, y'all. Don't be mad. Maybe if I do like that, y'all can see. Okay, yeah, I think that's a better representation, right? Do you see that? I'm gonna get really close, right? So this isn't actually my natural hair color. Last time I'd gotten my natural hair done, I had her dye it darker, like to try to match my natural hair color also, but I felt like at first I liked it, but then I was like, wait, I think this might be too dark. Like the next day or so, I was like, ooh, girl, who is that? Who is that? Who are, Melissa, is that you, girl? You in there wrong. And so I kind of freaked out a little bit and I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. And so then I remember the first time I watched it a couple weeks later, that it actually, a lot of that darkness rinsed out. And I was like, okay, well, maybe it's not too dark. Long story short, we're going to assess tomorrow whether or not we can get closer to like this blend here. Because I still think this is a little darker than I was going for. I don't want to go back to red or like really bright. I don't want to do that. I don't want to veer too far from my natural color. But I don't mind wisdom highlights or grays, as some people call them. But I really love these braids, so I will likely get these again very soon because I really love them, and Diamond does such a good job. And Kendra, my hairstylist, who you will meet in a new episode. Y'all, forgive me. It has been so long since I have released a brand new episode of Worthwhile on my channel. Thank you, Cringe Life, saying that I'm dope. That's really sweet, and I love that you took the time to join me here tonight and to comment. What was I saying? Oh, y'all are seeing being here or there, but what they don't tell you, is that you're gonna have to have multiple sessions. Melodies, folks, what's up? Hi, how are you? Okay, so where was I with this? So I was not allowed to get braids a lot when I was growing up, or at all when I was growing up. I was not, okay? I grew up in Houston, Texas. I'm a native Houstonian. I live in Atlanta now. I love Atlanta. People are always comparing the two cities. To me, there are some things that are about the same, but I have two totally different energies when I'm in those cities. Houston, H-Town is home, okay? Houston, as my dad calls it. Atlanta is my adopted home, but my heart beats differently when I'm in Houston. It just does, but because it's where I'm from. I'm a native Texan. I'm a native Houstonian. Anyway, cutting out the braids. It's always sad the night before. Like, it's so exciting when you get your braids done. Like, no, I'm getting braids, I'm getting braids. But then when it's time to take them out, you're like, oh. One, because it's such a long process, especially if you have a lot of hair, as I do, because these are small knotless. So it takes longer. The smaller they are, the longer it takes to remove them. That makes sense, because the smaller they are, skinnier they are, the longer it takes to install them. So anyway, all I'm gonna do tonight though is just take out the braids, and then I'm gonna put a bonnet on. I'm not going to wash my hair tonight or do any kind of shampooing or pre-treatment tonight, because I have Soul Cycle very early in the morning. So was that a bad dance? Aw, Melody, don't be mean. Let's be nice in the chat, okay? If you don't want to be nice, you don't want to be here. Because I am always ready and down for the petty, so you don't want to come for me. I'm the wrong one. Okay, let's keep going. I like to start by putting it all up into a bun, and then I just go from the back down, section by section. As you can see, I've already started the point of no return. That's what I call it when I make that first snip, 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 cut, cut, cut. Because, I mean, it's the point of no return. Once you do that, it's like, you better finish tonight or you're going to look ridiculous tomorrow. Okay, so let's get started. And y'all can ask me questions if you want to. But that first row is only 3 braids. So, but I like seeing also, I love seeing like how much it's grown in that short span of time. And my hair retains that length, which is pretty nice. That's a good look. What do you think about that look, Melody? Is that good? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna keep one of these so that I can take this to my hairstylist tomorrow and have her do it. Okay, I had to get somebody out of this room because they were bullying me. Bullying isn't nice. Why would you do that? And plus, I'm grown. I'm not gonna go back and forth with y'all. I don't do that. What do y'all think this is? No, ma'am. She is not. So you're saying in real time, just as I'm doing this, me removing my braids. I should have set a timer, right? What do you? So this is what it looks like when they come out. Oh, there she is. This is wild that okay, y'all. So my big chop was last year. This is all my hair. Get the front. Shut the front door. Shut the front door. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Y'all, that's 1 year. And I've had 3 trims. 2 trims. She's probably gonna trim it tomorrow too, which is fine. I don't care. I love that. I cannot even. Y'all, this is wild to think this whole time. Okay, look, now you're gonna get to see me cut in real time. I don't wanna go too high up though, but I guess, well, now I know how low I can go. Or high up I can go, rather. Oh, that is wild to me. Do you understand what it would be like? Like, imagine yourself right now having never known what your own natural texture hair looks like, right? And you know what? I know I should be using like a little comb thing. I've seen those, and I've seen on TikTok, oh my gosh, where they have I forget what it's called, but it's probably called the braid remover or something like that. But I thought, oh, that would be kind of cool, you know, to have some tool that would help me remove my braids more quickly. But I don't know. I don't mind. There's part of it that feels kind of cathartic, you know? Bloop, bloop, bloop. I feel feel like the happier I am, the browner my eyes get. Or they start to look more like my mom's eyes. And my mom has these gorgeous, like greenish, hazily eyes. And the happier I am, the more my eyes look like my mom's. I mean, hers are really, really light, but like I'll look in a picture or look in the mirror and just be like, whoa, when did my eyes turn like that color? When did that happen? Girl, that's because she's illuminated. She's illuminated. And look at that. Girl, I cannot even believe. I cannot even believe it. I cannot. Oh, y'all aren't even seeing it because I'm way over here. Look at that. This is 1 year since my big chop. Look at this growth. Like, it's hard for me to believe, and I'm living it. This is growing from my head. Like, imagine. Like, that's where the anger sets in. And so I'm gonna give y'all the exclusives because you're in this room with me right now. You chose to be here with me, which I appreciate you, all 6 of you. Thank you so much. I am not just telling my 1 year Big Chop anniversary story in this upcoming episode of Worthwhile that I will be releasing later this week. I am allowing Kendra, who is my curly hair specialist, to share her own natural hair journey. And you will be surprised by what Kendra has gone through as a young mixed girl living and growing up in Colorado, where she didn't see a lot of people who look like her, and having a mother who, similarly to mine, even though they are, from different cultural backgrounds, did not understand her hair texture or know how to take care of it, and did the same thing my mom did. Yeah, but her big chop story is so different than mine. But the same, like the lived experience of the shame and the not thinking that you are enough, not believing in yourself, and having entire traumatic episodes that are attached to your hair, which is attached to your identity. And you don't identify as someone who is beautiful or attractive to others, it can really be soul crushing. And so I am so grateful to Kendra for sharing her story with me and with y'all, because I have to have people's permission, to share their stories. You don't just get to pop up on somebody and put a camera in their face and start asking them questions and asking them to be vulnerable. You have to develop a relationship with people, and have a true desire to be a storyteller and not just your own stories. I believe that that's why I really got into journalism in the first place, is because I like to call it my give a damn. I really do give a damn about my fellow man, about other people, and I hope to see everybody thrive. I want everybody to win. I absolutely want us all to win. I want everybody to do well. And unfortunately, that is not the case everywhere for everyone. And we all suffer, as we are all suffering right now. That is not lost on me. I'm sitting up here talking about my hair, and there are people who are worried about where their next meal is going to come from. I'm so aware of that. I also know that two things can be true at the same time, and that I can share something that might help somebody else or bring them joy, or that I can tell somebody's story, help somebody tell their story in a way that offers them an opportunity to be seen and heard, and also an opportunity for healing and for their own growth. And I know that as a Black woman, as a Black identifying woman with curly / coily hair, that our stories, while they are unique, they form a pattern. They form a pattern of behavior within our own community, of creating this self-hatred, or not even necessarily a self-hatred for all of us, but a questioning of our own worthiness, you know? And I know that for me, it wasn't until after my big chop that I finally really saw myself. Oh yeah, my hair is crazy right now because I'm taking my braids out. But you have to understand, Triker just said, yo, that hair is crazy. And you're right, and you're right, and you're right. Yeah, it is crazy. It is, but this is how much my hair has grown in 1 year. So I'm just taking my braids down tonight because tomorrow I have an appointment with my curly hair specialist, Kendra, and I can't show up to that with braids in my hair. And down here I've got my little grocery store bag. My husband's always trying, hey, don't throw that away. And I'm like, what? Why do you want to keep that bag? We might need that. You never know when you'll need a bag. And I'm always like, oh my God, we have too many bags. Just stuff it in there. Stuff it in. Hurry up, close it. Because he keeps it in this one like cupboard in our kitchen. It's like the skinny cupboard. Oh, thank you. Triker said, I mean it as it is beautiful AF. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. That's that part too, y'all. That like compliments on my own hair, like on my natural hair as it grows from my head, hit so differently for me as a grown woman. I'm a grown woman. And when someone randomly in the grocery store says, oh, I like your curls. Oh, girl, your curls are cute or whatever. It's like, I kid you not. Every time it's happened, I do a double take because I'm like, they can't be talking to me. I do like a, me? And they're like, yeah, you. I'm like, you think really? And they're like, yeah, like, okay, calm down. They don't know though. They don't know that they're helping to heal the little girl inside of me. That sad little girl with the broken off hair who felt like she wasn't good enough or she wasn't worthy of having someone, a stranger, compliment her natural hair as it grows from her head. You know what I mean? Like I never knew that I even had curly hair or coils or whatever you want to call them. I did not know what my own texture looked like for some 36 and a half, 37 years. And then I chose a profession. I chose, oh yeah, you want to see my hair down? Is that what you mean? Triker asked me a question. But I didn't even know. Like, imagine going your whole life not knowing that that was what your hair looked like because I would have styled my hair completely differently. Or maybe I wouldn't have. I don't know. I do miss my bob. I will tell you that. There are days where I'm like, dang, I miss that bob. That was a dope bob, right? I mean, did I live at the hair salon? Yes. Y'all. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Oh, you know what? Okay. So this week on my Instagram, please go follow me on Instagram. If you're not already following me, follow me, tell a friend. Actually, I have a really funny video up right now on my Instagram. It's really, really funny. I wonder if I could post it on YouTube because it's really funny. It's not what I'm known for on YouTube though, like, so that's why I put it on my Instagram, but it's of my son. He really wanted to be, he's 7 years old. He's very tall for his age, but he really wanted to be, and he's been saying this since last year, like begging us to buy him one of those inflatable T-Rex costumes. And I was just like, Beckham, I don't think that you're gonna be able to walk in that. Plus you have a tail. And they also have like a Halloween parade at his school where they can wear it. I was like, honey, the other kids are gonna trip on you. No, they're not, Mom, no. So I got the bright idea that we should try it on before Halloween just to make sure, because I didn't want him to wake up day of, have a total meltdown, then have nothing to wear to school because he's outgrown all of his other costumes. And then we're day of and like the parade starts at 9, then all the stores will be closed. So I was like, let's just try it on. This is the weekend before Halloween and you see what happens. He has a total meltdown. We now know he's claustrophobic. It's oh, you want to see the braids down? Oh, it is a little bit of trouble, Triker. It is because I've already put them up, but for you, I'll take them down this one time. Also because I'm gonna miss them. Oh, I love that swing. What if I just left it like this, y'all? I just left it like crazy. Look, let me crazy. Okay, I'm gonna show you what they look like now. So this is what they look like down. right? Aren't those pretty? You can't even tell right now, so I can go out right now. Nobody even know. Nobody even know. But see how this, I feel like this color complements me and my eyes more than the dark, right? Don't you think? Doesn't that look better? It's not too dark and it's not too light. I feel like it's like the perfect blend. Oh, wow. Thank you, Triker. Where are you from? Where are you? Carla, you're on the line with Melissa. Where you calling in from? First time caller, long time listener. Y'all didn't know I was so silly. Anyway, but I used to live at a salon for that, but that's the post idea I was just thinking about. So on my Instagram this week, let's go back to the original point, I am teasing this big video that I will have premiering on my YouTube channel later this week. I'm not gonna tell you the date. See how I'm teasing there? That's from my news chops. You're in Italy. Which part? I was in Italy last summer. My husband took me. We had the most exquisite time. Oh, we had the most exquisite time. I really want to go back. And then you know who I want to go back? I mean, the two things people go to Italy for: food and fashion. Food and fashion. That's it. I guess food, fashion views. Food, fashion views. Like honestly, the best time I had. Well, I had the best like dancing and all that kind of time in Florence because our friends got married there last summer. It was so stunning. Like I've never in my life, I can't believe this one. But it was also our 10-year anniversary of my husband and I being together. And so, oh, you're in Northern Italy. Like I know Italy so well. I don't. But anyhow, I really enjoyed my time there. But in Rome, we had the best food I've ever had. I mean, it was just divine. It's just divine. I want to go back so badly. I need to share more of my Italy trip. I didn't share much of it on social media. Also, I don't share my whole life on social media. Y'all need to know everything that's going on over here. Why? I'm private with some stuff. Hello, arms. I mean, I do love the way my arms look right now, but at the same time, I saw myself in an outfit recently, and I was like, okay, either that is too big, or it's meant to be baggy. I don't think it's meant to be baggy, or I need to gain some weight because I don't like how that looked on me. Why didn't anybody tell me I looked that skinny? Actually, a couple people did, some mean people in the comments. But I took that as like they were just being mean to me. But maybe my like family hasn't been telling me, but I'm in really good shape. That's the other thing that's so weird. I'm just like skinny. I'm thin, but I have noticed I need to eat a little bit. I need to eat some more protein. It's just hard because I'm building media properties. I'm busy. Oh, you're on vacation. I was wondering. I was like, gosh, it's quite early then there, isn't it? You just haven't quite adjusted yet. God. And see, like I love doing like the bun. I think that is the cutest thing. My husband likes when I have a bun. Originally from. Oh, and needless to say, the T-Rex inflatable costume did not work out as mommy predicted, and we ended up having to go to one of those Halloween stores, which properly freaked me out. I don't like those kind of scary places. I'm not a scary person. I don't need it. No, thank you. It's 5 a.m. Oh, honey, you can't sleep? Aw. I've been there. And that every time I do that, like I try to listen to my husband because he is the guy who will say, when we get there, we're not going to take a nap. We're just going to, I make him sound like an idiot. He's not an idiot, but that's just his name is Scott voice. And he'll be like, we got to stay up so we can get our circadian rhythm. I'm like, I can't stay up. I'm too tired. Please leave me alone. He's like, no, stay up. I'm like, get out of here. And he's like, okay, I'll leave, but you're going to regret it. Like, then let me regret it. Just get the heck out of here. I want to go to sleep right now. This is wild. Do y'all hear me? Look at this. This is wild. This is what? Y'all are seeing it with me in real time. But what I'm planning to introduce, so this is a sneak peek, I guess, so I guess I'm going to have to take it down again, is a regular series where, and I'm thinking of making it a live series. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Where I tell big chop stories of other women. I could make that into an entire series. My big chop story. You know, them sharing what they've gone through in their natural hair journey and why they chose to be natural. It could even be from people who've never had to have the big chop, or their opposite. Maybe it's my hair story, but my hair story. I really like that. Why do I cut them? How else would I do them? You cut them so you don't have to unbraid an entire braid like this. You know, you cut them to the point where you think lower than where you think your real hair is growing, because you don't want to cut your own hair out. You're just trying to remove the braid. So I am sleepy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this tonight. That's how tired I am. I have to look crazy going to Soul Cycle in the morning. Yeah, move it up. No, I wouldn't do that. My class isn't until 8:30, I think, tomorrow, so I could make a whip. I wouldn't thought of that. I had long hair for 4 years, and the feeling when they were braided was good, but it's too much work. Now I have them almost at 0. I mean, I don't know. When it's braided, it's just easier to like go about my day. I don't have to worry about like really styling them other than like my edges. And you know what? And it took me a long time to like look at myself and see beauty in my natural hair. And even saying that out loud. No, it's not my real hair. You thought that was my real hair? No, honey, I'm cutting out the braid hair. This is my real hair though. Yeah, this is my real hair growing from my scalp right here. And that is all me. That is all me. Wow. Oh my God. Every time I cut them out, I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this again really soon. It's gonna be a while before I do this again. And then about a week later, I'm like, I miss my braids. I miss my braids. And so I'm right back here. No, it's not my real hair. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I thought everybody knew that. No, honey, this is not my real hair. This is just me taking out my braids after 4.5 weeks. I'm trying to this is how you know I'm ready to like try another style, like, or I'm already thinking about my next braid style. I think I'm gonna get some leave out next time. This time I only did the knotless ones, or just the braids themselves. Like I didn't do goddess braids, you know, where you see them do leave out and it's all like curly and stuff. I love that look though, don't get me wrong. Love that look. I might do that again. You're heartbroken? Oh, thank you, Ice Canned Kia. I don't know how to say your name. Thank you. That was really sweet. You're heartbroken that it's not my real hair? Oh, I'm sorry. Why would I just be cutting them at random like that though, Triker? I would never cut, if someone were cutting their braids, they wouldn't cut them at random. I mean, I wouldn't think so. They just cut it as like a whole head of hair, right? I am so sleepy. It's only been 3 minutes. So it takes me about 3 minutes per braid. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I didn't mean to disappoint you. I said I was going to bed no later than like midnight 30 tonight. You know? It is wild how long my hair is. Like I can't get over it. Oh, that one was ready to come out. My real hair was like, girl, get me out of here. My real hair was like, girl. My girls are like popping through. I cannot believe how much my hair has grown in a year's time. I mean, my hair has always grown like really quickly, but I didn't think it was that fast. Like I didn't think it was that much. I didn't think that in its natural state it would do anything different than it had done anything differently than it had done in its relaxed state. But boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong. It's like, girl, this whole time, you could have just let yourself be and you would have loved your hair, but you didn't want to even see it, to know that. So I just compromised with you and tried to get it to a point where it was long enough or short enough or however you wanted to, whatever length you wanted to wear it. I was trying to help you maintain it. This is me giving my hair an entire episode or entire personality. Mine stopped growing once they reached under my shoulder blades. Really? I always think, dude, I always wonder about that. Like, does your hair actually stop growing? You weren't getting it cut? I mean, you're like, look, I know my hair. No, I'm not getting it cut. My arms are always so tired after I do this too. So tired. I am craving some candy. I love candy. Like gummy type candy. It's so bad for your teeth. So bad for your teeth. But I love that. I love a gummy candy. And I have some strawberry things downstairs. So I'm like very tempted to go and get right now. So tempted to go get those. But I don't need that kind of sugar this late. I wouldn't sleep very well. And that's the thing that kills me. Like, I have not been, well, that's not true. I've gotten some good sleep here and there, but I really want to get some good sleep tonight. And if I can get in the bed by like 12:30, then I can still get at least, 6 hours of sleep, which is like necessary. If I don't get enough sleep, I don't function well that rest of that next week. And technically, tomorrow is my Monday because my kid was out of school today. They had like teacher in-service day or whatever. It's like, Monday, fine, Monday. And Monday's usually one of my most productive days of the week. So I will say that feels really good to get in my scalp like that. But to have to entertain my 7-year-old all day was something else. So anyway, well, we managed. My husband and I always figured out, kind of split the duties. He had him for the first like hour or whatever while I slept in. Then I took him and then I came downstairs and made breakfast this morning for everybody, and then I cleaned the kitchen a little bit, and then got dressed and took him to see a movie with his friend. Oh, they slowed down. Okay, I get that, yeah. And now they've just like reached like where they want to be, so they just maintain that. My body functions well on 6.5, 7 hours of sleep. It functions exceptionally well on 10 to 11. Like my body loves to sleep. Don't get me. I could sleep all day. I could sleep all day, every day for a week. I could. I'm not kidding. Like as a mom, are you kidding me? All day, every day for a week. Yes. And I would only get up to like go to SoulCycle, eat, answer some emails maybe. No, I could do that from bed, that part from bed. I just, if I could go do my life and then just come back home, take a hot bath or a shower and get back in bed, oh my God. But I have too much I have going on. I have to grocery shop. I have to vacuum. I have to sweep. I have to do laundry. I have to pick up dry cleaning. I have to pick up my son. I have to record content. I have to, it's just like a constant juggling. Constant. To check on my parents. To make sure my husband ate lunch. Not every day, but it's getting cold in here. I'm going to turn my heater on in a second. I'm like, why is it so loud where she is? That's why. Something is going on with our heater on the second floor of our house, and it's very cold in here. Not yet. I can feel it start to get cold, though, by my feet. And so I thought somebody was coming to fix it today. Perhaps that isn't until tomorrow. My husband's taking care of that. I don't have anything to do with it. Oh, other than to say it's cold. He knows it's cold. He's asleep right now, so he doesn't care what it feels like. Hi, Big Sean Dog. I'll try not to put it on for as long as possible because it's loud. I just have a little space heater in here with me. Don't worry, I don't even leave it plugged in when I'm not in here with it. So, yeah, I said that because it's like my mother's in my head, and I know right now she's going, space heater, Melissa. Sleep the best is a hot shower, as hot as you can withstand. Then 30 seconds full cold. After 10 minutes, you'll be in the fifth dimension. Ooh, I'm going to have to try that. Okay, I'm game. I love some good sleep, honey. Ooh, I love some good sleep. Do you hear me? I can't believe I ever fought nap time as a child. What was I fighting? Huh? Girl, why would you fight nap time? What a glorious time. Nap time? We have a designated time to sleep? A designated time to sleep? Oh my God. In the middle of the day? Oh my God. I just cannot even. Nap time? Honey, what I would do for a daily nap. And what's funny is, so when I was a news anchor, I'd be on this schedule where I'd be up every day at like 2:30 a.m. Camera ready by like 5:30-ish, sometimes a little later than that if I didn't have a hit until later in the morning. But anyway, I would usually get home close to noon-ish, unless I had to run errands, or get groceries, whatever. But I would have a mandatory drop dead time of 2:30. So 2:30, right? And then after that, I would take a nap, sometimes for an hour, sometimes for a couple hours, but it was in the middle of the day. It was before Scott or Beckham got home. And I would actually, I don't remember turning my phone on Do Not Disturb. I don't know if I even knew about Do Not Disturb. I just didn't want to be disturbed, and I would just go to sleep. It was glorious. But I used to say, gosh, I wish I had the kind of job where I didn't feel like I needed a nap in the middle of the day. I'm so tired, every single day. And now that I work from home, mostly, as a content creator, I rarely get the time to take a nap. Some mornings after carpool, if I'm so tired that I can't even concentrate, I'll take a morning nap, but never very rarely in the middle of the day. It's only if I've gotten everything I need to get done would I take a nap in the middle of the day. And I always feel like I have so much to do. I know we all probably feel that way, right? And I think that's the one part about motherhood I didn't anticipate as much. It's just always having to do something for someone else. Like somebody else always needs you to do something for them. And I also appreciate that about motherhood. Like I am his caretaker, and I take that seriously. I love being his caretaker, my little boy. It's also daunting some days when you barely feel like taking care of yourself. You're like, oh, I gotta take care of this little human being that is depending on me. Okay, let's do the day, I should have brought some water in here. I'm so sleepy, y'all. Ooh. Oh, that one came off. Don't worry, that was mostly not my hair. I'm so sleepy. Triker. That's a funny comment. I'm not gonna read it out loud, but that's funny. I cannot believe this. I know y'all are probably sick of me saying that. I can't get over it. How much growth I'm seeing. Almost feels like I have my bob back. That is so wild. So wild. Would it be weird if I take this bag of braid hair to my natural hairstylist and be like, ma'am, no way I would say it like that, ma'am, Kendra, can you make my hair the color of this discarded braid hair, she'd be like, what? Like, I just wanted to give you a better example of the color I'm really going after. She's like, wow, no one's ever brought me discarded braid hair before to describe the color they want. Oh, you don't think it's a crazy idea? Okay, thank you. That actually makes me feel better because I was thinking that was pretty crazy. I've had some crazy ideas. No matter what, I'm shutting this party down at midnight. I'm so tired, y'all. Just sitting here talking to myself. In the bathroom, take my braids out. I will also say, in addition to being able to like scratch my scalp fully, I will also be able to like sleep with nothing between like the pillow and the bonnet and my head. It'll just be my bonnet and my head. Oh my gosh. So no barrier. Because there's a barrier when you have braids in, you know? Oh my gosh. And I think it's Diamond's technique also. Diamond's technique, I don't get a lot of tangles in my hair when Diamond does my hair. I really don't. I mean, I get shedding like everybody else, but not a lot of tangles. I don't want to cut my own hair. And my contacts get so dry at the end of the night. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I really like that color combination. God, my eyes get so dry. I think it's this light I have on here, y'all. It's making my eyes dry out. Yeah, it sucks when you're, well, it doesn't really, yeah, I mean, I guess kind of. But I'm one of those weird stomach sleepers. I know most people are side sleepers or back sleepers, but I'm a stomach sleeper. I actually like to sleep flat or with a pillow like on my head, which is so strange. I'm a very strange sleeper to begin with, but I love to just be flat. Flat with hot feet and a cold body. No socks. We have a fancy bed. And so our fancy bed, I can program it to be heated by my feet when I go to sleep at night, every night if I want it. I should program it, but I manually do it every night but I can make it just warm by my feet. It's really nice. It's a really nice mattress. My husband got me as a present. I mean, I guess he got it for us a couple years ago. I had been begging for that mattress. I kept saying, honey, it'll be a game changer, not just for me, for you too, because we sleep in the same bed. So I'm like, think of all the good sleep you could get. It took me forever to convince him. Hi, Big Sean Dog. Oh, did I miss somebody? Oh, no, I didn't. Some of these comments, y'all. Anytime I see one of these kinds of comments and you know who you are, I tell my husband about them later. And my husband always says, well, you gotta shoot your shot. I'm like, dude, you don't care that some other random person said something like fill in the blank to me? He's like, I mean, I don't think it's very respectful and I wouldn't do it, but you gotta shoot your shot. I'm like, what? But I'm yours. We're married. He's like, exactly. And I know you're in love with me and never going anywhere. I'm like, and you're exactly right. You are exactly right. Nobody can turn my head. He's like, I know that. That's why I say you gotta shoot your shot. He's so funny. Love that man. 8 years married to that man who's snoring in the other room. Y'all can't hear him. Why is my Texas accent so thick tonight? Ooh, y'all, my arms are already tired. I have so much more to go. Not that bad though. Yeah, I've done quite a few. You know which ones are the hardest ones? The ones in the back. So I should just tackle those, right? Just go for it, girl. I'm so afraid I'm gonna accidentally, I keep looking like, this light is really like blinding me. Oh my gosh, so I have a light on, see the difference it makes? But it's like making my contact lenses dry out. Oh, I have to wear contacts. I don't have they're clear contacts because I'm blind without my glasses on. So I wear corrective lenses, but this light is really bright. Yeah, I'm a married lady. I don't have my ring on because there's a lot of oil and stuff in my hair. I'm very happily married, and that's okay. You didn't know. It's okay. But if I turn the light off, y'all won't be able to see me as well, I don't think. See? I mean, I guess you can still see me. But my eyes are still already, like, dried out. They get pretty dry around this time, though. I mean, I have had these contacts in all day long. All day long. And staring at a computer screen for the last 4 hours. I don't think this counts. Maybe it does. That light did it. But I feel like that accelerated the rate at which my contact lenses dried out. Man, in the springtime here in Georgia, in Atlanta specifically, the pollen is so bad. It sticks to the front of my contacts, and it like gets trapped between my contacts and my eyelids, and just sets like on top of my eyeball and burns. It is so bad. I have to go through so many contacts because I just take them out and throw them away because I can't, like, there's no cleaning off that pollen. It's done. Matter of fact, what I typically end up doing is wearing my glasses most of the time because I can't take the pollen just setting on top of the sunglasses or the contact lenses and that sitting on top of my eyeball. It is so annoyingly painful and itchy and burning. It's the weirdest sensation. And then my eyes just start to water profusely. My husband thought I was crying the first couple times it happened. I was like, no, I'm not crying. It just burns. It's my eyes. It's in my eyes. He's like, what's in your eyes? I'm like, the pollen. It's stuck in my contacts. Oh. I'm not uncomfortable, Triker. We're just talking, honey. I don't know you. You don't really know me. We're just strangers. It's all good. You were curious about my hair, and I appreciate your curiosity. I feel like I want to change to my glasses, y'all, because my eyes are really like, that darn light really did it. I need to take this mascara off too. I never go to sleep with makeup on my face. It's such a no-no. So that one's really low. I need to do that one. It's really bad for you. It's really bad for your skin to go to sleep with your makeup on. It's really bad. So I don't do it. I would think, especially like around your eyes too, because your eyes are like so sensitive, and doing it around your eyes could, deposit bits of makeup into your pores around your eyes and age you. Nobody wants that. Making you look older than you actually are. That's a grocery store bag. Why did I put on that extra on? I like the way my hair looks both ways. I like to mix it up. I like something different. No, I'm not a hairstylist. I'm sorry somebody's trolling you. I think dry eye is also a symptom of getting older, having dry eye. My dad has dry eye, my mom has dry eye, my stepmom has dry eye. I'm not a hairstylist. I'm not. I talk about my hair because it's a part of my identity as a woman, as a Black woman specifically. And in my natural hair journey, everything started with me having my big chop, and even feeling that a big chop was necessary to get to know my own hair texture as it grows from my scalp, and to get to know myself better, the real me. Oh, itchy. It's itching me. My bad. Excuse me, I told you I was sleepy. I'm only doing this until midnight. Didn't even make the trash can. Oh goodness, the trash can, the grocery store bag that my husband saved. Are y'all looking at me on a mobile device, or how are you seeing me right now, live? I'm just curious. When I have big eyes, I do have big eyes. Like big doe eyes. That is so wild to me. Wow. I can tell the difference between this time and the last time I took my braids down. For one, I neglected to oil my scalp as often as I should have. I probably could have stood to do it a few more times this time, but I didn't. But I can definitely tell the difference that oiling my scalp on a semi-regular basis makes in takedown and in the way my hair feels. I am halfway, aren't I? Don't tell me I'm not even halfway done. I know. I feel like I am, right? Look how much I've taken out. Right? That's a lot. I just have a lot of hair. That's the problem. I know, it's a lot of hair. I know, it's a lot. So what's on the agenda for today? What do you have going on? Talk to me. You going out? No, you can't just cut them off. Then, I mean, you'll find yourself in the same situation again in the future. Oh, wow. A real tourist, huh? I've never been to the catacombs. Very nice. I hope you enjoy yourself. I wish you could get some rest. You'll wish you had, right? You're probably wishing you did now too. Oh, my neck. I might have to wake up early and finish because this is a lot. I don't know if I have it in me. I feel like I'm about halfway now. Right? Maybe when I finish this part, it'll be halfway. I mean, I've done quite a few. Feels like I have anyway. If I could start this one. You're so mean. No, I'm not. I mean, I got a late start. I was talking a lot, okay? I'm in this all by myself. I made my bed, I know. So maybe I won't get to bed till 1:30, let's say 1:30. But I've got to finish this tonight. Even if I don't finish it on live, I have to finish it tonight. I used to think you had to be so special to have a certain type of hair to be special. And that I just wasn't one of those special girls. This looks crazy right now. Oh, like, who is this woman? Hoppo, who this woman? With crazy hair. It's me. Woman with crazy hair. Okay, yep, I'm gonna take it all down again. Okay, well, those naturally fell down. They must want to come out. Okay. What side am I gonna expose on my live? Somebody wrote something in the comments. We always want what we don't have? That's quite a generalization. About all women? You think all women are that way? I don't think all people are anything. I mean, people are individuals. And that someone's identity shouldn't just be based on one characteristic about them. Wouldn't you agree? I understand where you're coming from. I do. I don't like to generalize. It's okay. I mean, everyone gets to choose, I guess, how they categorize others. But for me, it's important to allow people to just be who they are and not decide for them who they are, who we want them to be. So this is the first little difficulty I've encountered with the tanglement right in there, right towards the front. That's no good. We'll have to come back and work on her later. Okay, that is concerning, but it should be fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. I mean, for everybody, the front is definitely the most sensitive, you know? I can always tell where my real hair starts. Is blended between it and my hair is blended between itself and the braid hair. I hear what you're saying. I just like the idea of people deciding, ouch, who they are and us not deciding for them who they should be. Well, that one's fine. It's just that one. That's true. I agree with you. I agree. People are built by their family, friends, culture, and their environment for sure. I just think that there are certain limitations that we place on people that's really not our business to place on someone else's life that isn't our own, you know? I don't think I get to tell you what to do with your life and who you get to do that life with. We all do, to some extent, try to fit in some type of category or box. We do, you're right. I'm so tempted to go and take these contacts out. Y'all see me rubbing my eyes because they're so stuck, but I also would have to go into the room, and I don't want to disturb my husband. And my fingers are all like cruddy, so that probably wasn't a good idea to touch my eyes. And I'm tired and barely stay awake. Oh, it was so time to take these down. I don't like having braids for I had braids once for like 7 weeks because I was on vacation and I really couldn't take them out on vacation. And they just, I had it. Those were so gross to take out. Those were goddess braids and they were so pretty when I first got them, but they were so gnarly when it was time to take them out. Gnarly. I can't believe I just used the word gnarly. I've always made fun of people using the word gnarly, and now I'm one of those people. I guess I'm making fun of myself. Beyond kin, as they say. What is going on here? Is that my hair? Oh, sure. I almost cut that with my hair. Triker, I think you were right. I was only about 25% through, maybe more like 35, but 50% was too generous. You were right about that. I'll give you that, okay? Oop. Piece fell out. I used to be so afraid to show my real self, my real hair. Your skin tore up. Oh my goodness. How long ago was this that you had your hair braided, and what kind of braids did you have? And I now know that you're not black, or you certainly don't identify as someone who's black, since you're identifying the braider as black. Not a bad thing. I'm just noticing what I'm noticing. My hair is so much thicker back here. I guess that's everybody, right? Oh yeah, that's a little knotted. I'm gonna have to do something about that, but at least the braid is out. think I was so scared when I was younger about, what do I mean identifying as black? I mean, like, maybe you're mixed or something. I don't know. Some mixed people don't identify as black. I don't know. I don't get to decide for you. That's all I'm saying. Since you identified the race of the braider, I'm assuming that that's not yours. That's not your race. That's all I meant by it. Nothing mean or derogatory. That this isn't the space for that. I don't have that kind of negativity in my life, so I certainly don't give it. If you look black, you black. Look, I second that emotion. However, comma, not everybody thinks like that. So just welcoming to that kind of energy too. Oh Lord, my neck is tired too. See, now you're talking like a black person. You are in there. And that's fine. I'll tell you something. Being on YouTube Live or any live format since being let go has really opened up like my ability to let go. I'm just myself on here. I do not censor myself on here. Well, I mean, to an extent, I don't cuss and stuff, but I don't do that. But I guess I did say give a damn, but I don't think that that's really considered like, dropping F-bomb kind of types of cursing. I wouldn't dare do that. I'm a lady. I just, oh God, ugh. Pieces of braid hair everywhere. Finally need the vacuum. But I feel so much, I feel liberated from having to censor myself on the news all the time. You can never share your real opinion, and you shouldn't. You don't want to taint other people's perception. I have to put it back on. I'm sorry. It's so much better with the light on. Other people's perception of who you are or what you represent, based on your opinions about what you're talking about. Like you're there to report the facts. So yeah, I agree with that. I don't like to be around people I don't want to be around. I don't like to waste my time either. It took me way too long to realize that too. How often I said yes when I really wanted to say no. Have you ever thought about that? How often you just agree to being somewhere or going somewhere or doing something when you would really rather not? How many of us have done that? I know I have. I'm just like, why did I do that to myself? I didn't even want to go to that. Like I should have said thank you, but I'm unavailable, But I've also started showing up more, literally showing up more to events for friends. I turn the light on for both. The content looks better with the light on, and it's already starting to affect my eyes again. And for y'all, yeah. That is really lucky that you understood that at 19. A lot of people make it to their 60s and 70s and still don't understand that. It took me till I got to my 40s to really get it, Like my peace is not worth all this struggle and all this pain or whatever this is. That's not gonna do it. Not for me. I'd rather not, And there have been some really painful moments. I don't think that people talk about that. Like in your growth, you have to shed a lot of layers. I'm still shedding, I think. I think we all are. I think the sooner you realize that, the more comfortable you are with shedding those layers. I started unintentionally so, like friendships that I had had for decades in the blink of an eye, ending. Never saw it coming. Like, that was the end of that friendship? What? That's still something I can't, wow. Wow, that was 2.5 years ago. And it feels like an eternity. It does. There are times I definitely miss those friends, but I also know I'm not the same person I was. And I'd be doing myself a disservice to pretend that I was. For me, number one, and for them. Tracker, I love that you appreciate all of that, like that you even care enough. You know, ow, about my eye. I just pulled something that hurt. Pulled my own hair. You see me rubbing, I know. I'm trying to use the back of my finger. But yeah, losing friendships definitely changed. Well, I think I lost one of those kinds of friends, but I don't think that that friend was that same person anymore. That's probably not making much sense. All I'll say is, I think I could still call this person at 3 a.m. and they would come to my rescue. This would not be someone I would call at 3 a.m. anymore, because I don't want it to be brought up to me later about how they came to my rescue, or I don't know. I don't want it. I don't want that anymore. I don't want that kind of tit for tat relationship. Ooh, people don't change, they unveil. That is beautifully written. Where did you get that? Or that's horrible. Or they get a brain injury. Now, where did you get that? Did you make that last part up? That's not nice. Don't be mean. But I like that. People don't change, they unveil, and you ain't never lied. That is so true. The longer you know people, the more they tell you about exactly who they are and what they stand for and what they will fall for. We're approaching midnight, folks, on the East Coast. Approaching the midnight. That's not so bad. Okay. I don't know why I cut them at that angle. Don't ask. I have no idea. I just do. Sandu said, I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is. Explain, please. Tracker, I don't know who that is. Like, that's still braid here. I was just like, this would be a good thing for me. Oh, okay. Hi. It's really good. You should write it down. Like, have it. Something, you know? Wow. And it is midnight, folks. It is 50. Or it is 50. It is midnight. Maybe now you're at 50. Oh my God. Maybe so. What was I even saying about that? Oh, about having the realizations about unveiling, like people revealing themselves. I don't think that my tips got colored by the braids. I think I don't think that can happen. No, I think they were already lighter. So we were trying to darken my whole head. So the tips of my hair were lighter prior to her dyeing it darker. But I don't think it totally took or something. So we need to try to re-dye the whole head, but also not go as dark. So we might have to lift it. I don't know, it's probably going to be a long appointment. But it needs to be done, so. Okay, that's out. That's a part of this side, I think. Oh, there's the long braid back there. There we go. actually making progress. I won't say getting close, we're making progress. I know what you're saying, and that's why she made this custom blend of colors for me for my knotless braids based on my tip color, because she knows how much I love that tip color. So that was intentional. So, but wow, good on you for noticing the intent and the deliberateness of that color, Traeger. Definitely can make a whip with them. I hadn't even considered that. I love that that's where your mind went. Oh, this is such an annoying spot to be like trying to get it unraveled, because it's awkward and hurts my neck and my arms. Be happy to be finished with this one. You do have good eyes. There's that. It's a pain in my booty. Oh. Okay. Progress. Now it's just like, I don't even have to put them in the bun anymore. This one stuck to my eyes. Oh no, so this mascara is starting to come off that I had on earlier today, and I'm noticing that it must be one of those like capsule thingies. I think that's what they call it. That did not even stay. Or tubular mascaras, whatever. As it flakes off, it's flaking off these tubes, and some of them are kind of catching to my lash and not completely falling off. And so I feel like something's like dangling in my peripheral vision. It's so annoying. How close to 12:30 do you think we can get to finishing this? Do you think we can get close? Put a thumbs up in the chat if you think we can get close to finishing this all, by taking it down by 12:30. That's 26 minutes. Feeling lighter? Haha, very funny. With the light on, yeah. Oh, it's already down 2 batteries. You might lose the light soon. And I don't know where my other one is, so there's that. I almost wish I had scheduled this appointment 1 week later, but I didn't. But that would have just meant I would have dragged this out, you know? My husband and my son. Whoa, that's from this side? How did I do? Lord, how strange. How strange. My husband and my son love it when I have my braids. They say my mood is different, my attitude is different. So that's another reason I keep braids in my hair, is because they bring me joy. And I don't know, I just like the look and versatility of them, and of my natural hair's ability to rock the braids the way that I do. Yeah, it is a strange feeling when you first cut your braids out, Tracker. It is like, whoa, like I can feel the air on the back of my neck, you know? And what's also weird, so you look so forward to the day of getting your braids, so like the night before you're all excited, and then you get your braids, you're always like, yay, 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 and then then you go home and you sleep that first night, and that's kind of hard because you have to get used to the fact that, oh, that's right, I've got braids again, so I've got that barrier that we talked about. Okay, no big deal, you get used to that, but then you start missing your natural hair again, and just the ease and comfort of the no barrier. So it's like a catch-22 each time. Yes, that's exactly. Oh, and that walk. How about that walk? Yeah, it is that. It is all of the above. When you have your braids in, everything feels so neat and organized, and it's one less big thing you have to worry about every single day when it comes to your own grooming, or at least it's very minimal. If you're just like laying your edges, you only need like 5 minutes to do your hair. Whereas any other day, you might need 20, 30, 40, however long, just to get your hair looking decent in your own mind, and coming to terms with that as a 43-year-old woman is really something else. But I don't necessarily think it's just the age that I am. I know that it has something to do with my hair trauma, has something to do with not feeling like I was accepted by my own mom, or the people around me, the women I admire, like I wasn't good enough the way that God made me. That's how I saw it as a kid. And I now know that's not what my mom meant. But at the time I didn't. So that was hard, growing up thinking that way. You're right. You're not wrong about that, about the walk. You are not wrong about the walk. Oh, God, that's the other way you're old. When you bend over and everything hurts. Like I just bent over and you can't help but make a noise. Like that's such a elder millennial thing to do that we used to make fun of, and now that's us. That's wild, right? That's wild. It's almost like when you have braids in, the real you is revealed, because it's like this part of you that's more carefree. That's what it is. Because I think a lot of people mistaken it as playing pretend, like I'm pretending to be this other individual, when that's not it at all. You're fully embracing yourself and being who you are, because you're not even having to think about. I don't know what that means. It helps you not have to think about your hair. That's such a major component of your identity every day as a woman, as a Black woman in particular, specifically. It's unrealistic to think that you could just get up and go with your hair as is and it be deemed acceptable. Now, do you think I'm close to 50%? I have 20 minutes left to finish it. Do you know you have 20 minutes? 20. God, my eyes. It's this freaking light. I know it's my own fault. I know you don't need me to have the light. You already told me. But I'm like sitting here like, why are my eyes doing that? And that's why. Because I keep getting up close to it too, but it's because I'm trying to make sure I don't cut my actual hair. Okay. 75. Turn it off. You're like, I told you already, Melissa. Turn off the light. And it looks so organized, right? Isn't that pretty? And then you look over here and I look wild and nuts. It's wild and crazy kids. The other thing I really want to do, I want my hair in its natural state to be long enough for me to do a slick back ponytail. I think a slick back ponytail is so refined. It's like I didn't have to do anything. I just slicked my hair back and that's enough. Yeah, but it's not quite long enough to get into even just like a little bit of a bushy ponytail. That's what I'm working towards. That wild is me? My hair wild, you mean? Oh, yeah, it's right here in the front. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Okay, I was worried that was going to be super tangled. Again, right here towards the front, because you know, the other side I have that tangle situation I'm going to have to deal with tomorrow. I guess right now, today is tomorrow. What do you mean, yeah, but that wild is you? I don't know what you mean by that. I can't believe it's already November. Can y'all believe that? It is freaking November. Oh, like a mask. But it's not though, because I'm not hiding behind the braids. It's as if the braids are revealing me at my core, you know, like, because I'm not even having to think about my hair the way that I would before, if I weren't rocking the braids. I meant to eat some ice cream tonight. I'm not gonna be able to do that. Clearly, it's midnight. As soon as I finish this, I'm gonna take this makeup off and go to bed. My wonderful husband's been sleeping for the last 2.5 hours. Lucky. I told him I was doing this and he's like, oof, because he knows it takes me a couple hours. And I'm not gonna go to bed until I finish it. He knows that too. Oh, my hair is so like, thank you for taking those braids out. I'm ready to get rid of those. You know, I do something that you feel more secure with them, more confident, less worried that something is wrong or can go wrong. That is a very accurate statement. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Yeah. And you're not even thinking about if my hair gets wet. Like, I've been conditioned to believe that my hair in its natural state, should it get wet in a storm or just randomly sprinkled, it was unacceptable to be worn in public looking like that, you know? Oh, that's a mask. Ooh, I see what you did there. Very clever. Very clever. I guess to some extent you are correct that it would be considered to be some type of mask. But isn't it a mask both ways? If we're really going to consider that to be a mask. Oof. Because if you're even allowing your hair to be a part of your identity in such a significant way, then it's a mask no matter how you wear it. Oh, that's how I want them to all do. Why can't they all do that little twist out situation? Oh, is that the right one? That's not even the right one. Yeah, you're right, we do. We really do. Ooh, getting deep on here. We change with every person we meet, and we change with the same person in different situations. You are right about that. I agree with that. I am the best version of myself with my husband. I will say that. I am most certainly the very best version of myself with this man. He makes me better than I ever knew I could be. And that's just the truth. He's a good individual. Whether or not I'm married to him or not, he is, as they say, salt of the earth, sweetest man, kind to everyone, funny as all get out. He's never met someone who just didn't like him. Like, he's just a lovable kind of human. And I feel lucky to be celebrating 8 years married to him, to think we got married in this house. We had a surprise wedding in this house 8 years ago almost. Wild, huh? Absolutely wild. Oh. What is going on with my thumb? Oh, it's that. Oh, it's the skin. That is what's causing that. I keep having this little piece. Look at that piece that's sticking right up. My skin, my thumb, like right under the nail, is peeling, and it's getting like snagged on my hair a little bit. That's annoying. Oh, this is really the point of no return. You see this? Cutting it right in the front. I could have cut way up way higher than I did, but I don't even want to mess up or cut my own hair. This is an awkward angle. That's why you marry someone, or many, almost there. See, I feel like, there you go, I'm making real progress now. I wouldn't say I'm married for money. We're very comfortable. My husband works really hard. Not that people who don't work hard don't deserve to make a good living. My husband makes a very good living and takes really good care of us, and I make no apologies about that. But I certainly didn't, I did factor in whether he was stable and financially, but I didn't think about, and I knew he was interested in accumulating certain assets, owning a home, going on nice vacations. Like, we aligned there. So I knew he was going to be willing to work for it the same way I am. And that's what we have here. No, I don't think you're accusing me. I'm just letting you know that I don't think that it's a non-factor. Absolutely. If you are seriously considering a partnership with someone for life, you should consider everything. Everything needs to be considered. I think that's a lesson, I know that's a lesson I learned in my first marriage, that you should consider it all of it. Exactly. A man without fundamentals can't build a house, and you should never have to chase a man. I have never chased a man. Are you kidding me? Please. Absolutely not. Wouldn't dare chase a man. I don't think you should have to chase anyone. A man chase a woman chase a man, man chase a man. Someone who really desires you, you're not gonna have to chase them, convince them to be with you. It doesn't work that way. You shouldn't have to convince anybody to be with you. Nope, never. Convince? I'd rather be by myself than try to convince a man. Convince a man to be with me? Nope. No siree, Bob. Do people still say that? No siree, Bob? Probably not. I'm like delirious. I'm so tired. Been on live now for over an hour and a half. I only have 9 minutes left. Am I going to get this done in 9 minutes? No. But I'll still make it by 1 o'clock. I think I'll make it by 1 o'clock, guys. What do y'all think? I'm able to do what, Triker? Ouch. Oh, to not chase anybody. I know I'm really fortunate there too. Our timing was really good for each other. With my husband and me, we're very much, and we're in love. I mean, that's the main thing. Very much in love with the individual I chose to spend the rest of my life with. He is my best friend. I used to think that was so silly when people would say that. That's because I didn't understand it. But now that I am married to the love of my life and someone who truly respects me and honors me and cares for me and takes care of me, is all the things, and welcomes me to just be whoever I show up as every day. I wouldn't trade that for anything. Nothing. There's absolutely not a chance. Not a chance in hell that I would trade that for anything other than exactly what I have. The peace that I have, and the love and the relationship and the understanding and the growth and the foundation of it, all of it. All of it. We have the most beautiful marriage. Beautiful marriage. And I don't have to talk about it all the time. That's the other thing. People think you have to talk about it. You don't have to talk about it. To whom? About what? What do y'all need to know? That I'm happy over here? Wouldn't I be talking about it more if I were unhappy? I feel like people who have to put their relationships out for the world to see all the time aren't as happy as they proclaim they are. Because if they were, why are they sitting here trying to show you how happy they are instead of trying to make each other happy? Why do you need to document it and show us? You don't need to show me. That's just how I see it. Oh yeah, I agree with you. You're ready. Tracker says, I think you found the right person when you're ready to let all the shields fall down. 100%. When you are fully able to be yourself without any guards up. I mean, the good, the bad, the ugly, in between, all of it, all the time. With this person, that's your person. And they can be that same way with you, that total vulnerability. There's nothing like that. Total vulnerability. I'm so grateful for every day I get to be with this person. And I still get giddy. Whenever he goes out of town for business, which is often enough, I get so giddy when he's like, I'm in the cab, or I'm in the Uber, or whatever it is, the rideshare vehicle on the way back home. And then when, I can never sleep very well when he's gone. That's another reason why my sleep's went off. But when he gets back, when I can hear the front door, I'm like, like my baby's home. My baby is home. This one looks crazy. I'm gonna have to do the detangling stuff on this one too, see? Okay. Oh, I already cut that one. Oh, my nose. They go like, look how happy we are. Look at us. We're smiling. Believe us. We're so happy. That's exactly right. They always do that. And it's like, and then you find out that they were cheating or divorced or whatever. And fine. People go through life. I get it. I totally get it. But stop pretending. Like, are you pretending for me or for you? Because if you're pretending for me, you really shouldn't. Like, that doesn't make me like you anymore. It really doesn't. In fact, it makes me think less of you, that you would think you have to pretend to be something other than who you really are for me to accept you. Because I want you to accept me for exactly who I am. And if you don't, then we should go in different directions. Oh, I'm still trying to do that other one. That's why that one's all jacked up. Oh, Melissa. Okay, look how close we are. I can feel how light my head feels, by the way. Oh my gosh, that is so light. Okay, how many do I have? That's not bad. Look, that's it. That's all I have left. That's pretty good, I think. That is pretty good. Okay. I should have a clip, but I don't know where my clip is. So I'm going to have to do this tie thing, and it's not going to really keep it. That's the thing. What I did earlier didn't really keep it. You think? Okay, let's do this one. They're sensitive up here towards the front. That's true. They don't want to look bad in society. I can get that. I mean, I get that too. But I don't like to fake the funk. Because if you're faking the funk in front of everybody, you're faking the funk behind the scenes for real too. I have faked the funk before, and it doesn't feel good. It never feels good. Cut them off and shake it 5 minutes, easy. Sometimes it is easier said than done to leave, for sure. I've experienced that as well. It's so funny at 43 that the life I've lived at this point in my existence, I can't believe I'm 43 years old. When did that happen? So fast. So fast. My grandmother's 86 years old. I'm just sitting here thinking about it. She was exactly my age when I was born. And when I look at pictures of myself as a baby with her as my age, I always thought she looked so old. And now I'm like, wait a minute. She was only 43? That's what she looked like? Is that what I look like to people? Oh, I'm sorry you went through it in your family. Doesn't have to stay miserable, you know, Striker. Even if it was, that's past tense. It's not always easy, but therapy really helped me. Hi, Elena. Am I almost done? I mean, it kind of looks like it. See? Yeah, I only have maybe like 7 or 8 braids after this one. Is that right? Maybe. I didn't really count them. I'm just ballparking it, as my husband always says. He always wants to ballpark something. Like when we were dating, we were making smoothies. I'd be like, well, how much of this are you gonna put in there? How much of this? How much of this? And he'd be like, just ballpark it. I'm like, ballpark it? What does that even mean? Ballpark it? You're just gonna, or not ballpark it, eyeball it. Ballpark it. That, y'all, I am delirious. I'm so tired. I'm making stuff up. I meant eyeball it, not ballpark it. Eyeball it. Everything is eyeball. I'm like, okay, but eyeball it. You think, well, what if my eyeballs see things differently than your eyeballs see it? Then it's not going to be nearly enough, or it's going to be too much. It's never going to be the right amount. It's always going to be something different. We should measure this, and we know exactly how much of each thing that we're using. He never likes to do that when it comes to making smoothies or really any kind of food. He likes to just throw it all in there and hope. It's like, throw it in there and hope. What if it sucks? It's like, then you start over. No, then just get it right the first time. Okay, how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Y'all, why was I spot on? I didn't even realize I was spot on. Okay. The ones in the front are always like the most tender around my scalp area. She's tender-headed. Remember that? People used to say that. The funny thing is, though, my hair shrinks a lot after I get it professionally done. Like, at first it feels like it's super long, but then it shrinks up on me. But I've heard that's kind of a good thing. Not kind of, but it's a good thing because it means that your hair is strong and like really absorbing the moisture or the hydration that you're putting, you know, into the hair follicle. And my stylist really takes her time with making sure you do that. She would not like that I'm being so rough with myself right now, but I'm so tired of being so rough with my hair. Trying to remove these braids. I'm just so tired. I should probably in the future remove the front first, because then that way, not only will it compel me to continue, but I'll be more gentle because I will have just gotten started and not be so tired and delirious. My husband is very smart and he's so charming and funny and like effortlessly so. He's just himself all the time. Just like me, we're just ourselves all the time with each other, and it's really great. I recommend it. Highly, highly recommend it. Being yourself. It's the best. Look, this is how much so far in my grocery store bag. Here we go. Grocery store bag of hair. Braid hair, grocery store bag. I'm gonna just cut them all off, even if I don't. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I'm cutting the last 2. Look at that. Last one. Look at that. Oh, wait. There was still one. I'm such a goof trooper. This is the last one. Oh my God. Okay, but now I have to go through. Look at that. Oh, she finished. She finished. It's 12:32. She finished. I'm so crazy. weigh it. Oh shoot, you know what I should have done? I should have weighed myself. I never, well, I shouldn't say never. I rarely weigh myself. I don't go by how my, I go by how my clothes fit, not by how much I weigh. And I weighed myself the other day just because my husband weighs himself all the time. He had a scale out, and I was like, oh, let me just see. So I put my hair up in a bun and stood on there. And I was probably wearing this or something very similar to it because I was just around the house working. And it was 127, I think. I'm 5'9.5", so I'm skinny. I'm pretty skinny. But I felt like I was fine. Like I didn't feel really anything with that number. And then I saw myself in a picture a couple days later, maybe even a week later. I don't know. I don't really weigh myself, so I couldn't even tell you the exact amount of time that it passed. All I know is that when I saw myself, I was like, ew, that's what 127 looks like on me? Ew, I need to gain a little weight. But now I don't know how. I'm not good at like holding on to weight. My body just doesn't do that. I know people are like, gosh, I wish my body were like that. I don't know how to get my body to hold on to weight other than like stopping doing everything I'm doing. Thank you. I appreciate that. My husband thinks so too. No, I'm not really too skinny, but I'm just like, my proportions, I wish I could move things around just a little bit. Like my legs are still, I cycle. I spin in an indoor class 3 to 4 times a week. I have a spin class in the morning at 8:30, and it's high intensity cardio, and it's fabulous. And I love it. I love the music. I love the beats. I love everything about it. It burns a ton of calories. So what? That's not even why I go, but it keeps my body in fantastic shape. It just, because it burns so many calories, I'm not replenishing the calories quickly enough for my body to not like burn. Not burn muscle, but you know what I'm saying. It's burning fat. Any fat that I halfway accumulate, it burns through it right away. You know, so I can't seem to consume enough food. My husband's always honest. So like when he doesn't like something. Although, I don't know if you saw, if you go to my YouTube channel and you look at my shorts, you'll see, I don't show the back because I can't, because it's X-rated. It felt like my husband, so last year, our son begged us to be one of those inflatable dinosaurs, T-Rex. My mom ordered it for him. It was way too big, right? And he never really put it on. The only way we found out it was too big is I had him try it on the week before Halloween just to test it out to make sure it fit and that he'd be able to walk around in it for trick-or-treating. And it was a whole debacle. You have to go to my Instagram channel to watch the video. But anyway, we ended up getting new costumes, and my son had asked us if we could do a family costume. So my costume is me as Captain America in a costume that all of us are Captain America, but in a costume that my husband picked out for me that is very revealing and very tight. And I did not realize that until the night of Halloween. We're about to leave to go trick-or-treating. So the eye thing I said I had, this is literally the first time I encounter you. Be honest, if he tells you, it's my husband. He's taller than I am. I don't think of him as like super tall, no. But he's taller than I am. He's tall enough for me. He's perfect for me. It's so fun. I used to think that I needed to be with like a super tall man. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. Thought I needed to have like a super tall husband because I'm tall. But I just want what I have. I feel like I'm living in answered prayers. I can't believe I really finished this close to 12:30. I'm just taking out those last few braids that I cut. I'm taking the excess hair out, the braid hair. You can see it in the back. When I tell you that feels so good to scratch my scalp. Broke out 3 spins and won the jackpot 3 times. I don't know what that means. Oh. I also weight train, which I love weight training. I didn't realize how much I would enjoy weight training. I always thought I was too skinny to lift weights because that's what I was told, so I believed it. Duh. I mean, I don't lift super heavy, but I consistently lift like 15, 20. When I'm really, really being consistent and good at my workouts, I will be able to lift 25s and 30s, but right now I'm on 15s and 20s and I'm fine with that. And I love the tone and definition that it gives my muscles. Didn't even know I could have muscles or shoulder. People are like, oh, I love your shoulders. I'm like, mine? Really? Thank you. I'll work on them. Work, work, work. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to turn this light off and go, y'all. I'm so sleepy. I mostly got it all out. How many do I have? 2? Just 2? Oh, I only have 2. Finish these 2 and then take my happy behind to bed. Put you to bed, bed. That went right in my eye. I just want to be done with this, done with this, done with this. I think that's it. Oh, no, one more. I always do this in the end, you know? I get to the last few, think I'm all finished. I'm like, yep, that's it. Oh, wait, one more. Oh, wait, one more. Hopefully this is the last one of those. So I'm so tired. Okay, I think that's all she wrote. That really is it. Oh my gosh. Ooh, my scalp. What do you think, y'all? Oh. Oh, my neck. Well, she'll look very different tomorrow, but this is what's going on with her. I think I'm gonna oil my scalp and then put a bonnet on and go to bed. Good night. Bye, y'all. Thanks for being here.